Oh my God, I lost 500k. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Emergency with service. Do you need fire, police, or ambulance?
I need all of them. Bring the MI5, Scotland Yard, FBI, CIA. Bring all of them. Yeah. Someone's done fraud on my account. Someone's bought BTC at 100k, ADA at $1, and Solana at $250. Welcome back to the channel. This is Altcoin Era, and this is your boy Ahmed. Today we're going to look into the cryptoverse. So make sure you like, subscribe, and join our private members. We got so much alpha, and we can help you along the way. Look at days like this. Just check this out. It's just everything is down. BTC is at 94,000. Ethereum's at 3,000. We're down on the day 3%, 8%, 18% for XRP. Solana's down 8%. BNB's down. We're down across the entire board. Look at this, double digits. We haven't seen this for a very, very long time. I haven't seen coins go down by 20 to 30% since when? Since the 2021 bull market. The market has been cleansed, and I know some folks down here. I know you've been playing with leverage. I know you have. Don't look at me like that. I know some of you have been. Yeah. You over there in the back. Yeah. He's been. Yeah, you've been playing with leverage. This is the heat map, and if you see green, that means they've been wiped out. It's neutral. If you see red, orange, violet, blue, turquoise, if you see them colors, that means it's heated. Everything else, green means neutral. On the 9th of September, we have successfully been purged. So everyone's been eliminated. Don't play around with leverage, please. If you don't know what you're doing, don't play around with leverage. This happens time and time again. For example, ADA. I'll just give you a simple example. ADA went parabolic and folks got very, very excited. So they played around with leverage from here, played around with leverage here, and then again, they played around with leverage here. And guess what happened? They all got wiped out. This was the biggest liquidation we've seen in history. Over 1.2, 1.5, 1.6 billion was wiped out. So folks, don't play around with leverage. And if you do, just play around with like 3x, 5x, 7x. Just be careful. If you don't know how to play around with leverage, please avoid it. I was taught a long time ago, there are 3 things to destroy a man: liquor, ladies, and leverage. I found this person hilarious. He panic sold. Check it out.
Last week, and now I have no identity. XRP, Cardano, Hedera, XLM made me hella money recently. The reason why I sold, it went up way too fast and it went up for the wrong reasons. There's been like no cool-offs for the last month. That's a problem. Another problem is that it pumped because Trump was elected, not because it was adopted or added any utility to the world. I'm not saying I don't believe in crypto and Bitcoin. I'm just saying it's not what it appears to be right now. This is a fraudulent pump. If you're 2x, get out. If you're 3x, get out. If you're just breaking even, just get out now. I'm telling you, this is all about to come crashing down.
Fear and greed for BTC is at 78. We come down from the absolute peak of 81. The last time we had these kind of readings was in the absolute peak, where it reached all the way to 93. I believe we still have some more to grow. There's a lot of skittishness in the market, and normally this happens when we get to all-time new highs and we make moves like this. Some participants are suffering from PTSD. They're scared. Some of them is new money, so they'll see it go down and they'll get scared, and it causes a cascade. If you see one person sell, another one, and it just keeps cascading. It started off with Coinbase traders. What they done, they started to take profits. Subsequently, we went all the way down, kept on going down, and then it affected, of course, Ethereum, ADA, Solana, XRP, AVAX, and so on and so forth. Then the whole market started to bleed furiously. Then the whole market started to go down double digits. This happens all the time. This is the best buying opportunity you can have. You missed the last buying opportunity. You want to miss it again? In the grand scheme of things, do you think any of us cared? I'll give you a story about myself. I saw Ethereum go down during this period, go down again. Do you think I cared about the intraday changes of Ethereum? Do you think I cared about the 5-minute candles, the 10-minute candles, the 15-minute candles? Do you think I care about that? No. Do you think I cared about the weekly candles? No. The monthly? No. If you have any conviction or you have any foresight or believe in anything, you should not be fearful at these periods of time. This is not a time to be fearful. This is a time to continue to add on to your positions. I'll tell you why. Everyone is so concerned about short-term gains that they forget about the long-term picture. This is Nvidia, and Nvidia went sideways for a very long time. From here, 2000 period, remember the dot-com era, all the way till here, till around 2016. It literally went sideways. I'll give you a better example. If you had been so fortunate to buy at the relative lows around 2004, it would have only gone up 1,128%. I'm only saying only because compared to what I'm going to show you next is astonishing. So let's just say you bought around here and you sold around the top. You made 188%. And again, you had such a short mindset. It only went up 762%, which is actually really good. However, you happen to miss the golden era of Nvidia, and it went up a whopping 28,000%. 28,000. That's a 280x. If you had put in $1,000 US, you would have made 280,000 US dollars. I'll give you another example of Solana. Solana went down a whopping from here all the way to there, 97%. If you weren't around during this period, everyone was laughing at Solana. Everyone was calling it dead and buried. There was only a few participants that bought around here, and I was one of them. Your spot bag, your biggest bags, you should be able to hold them for the next 5 to 10 years. That's the horizon you should give yourself. It shouldn't be just, oh, I'm going to trade this, flip for 2 years, take away here, do that, do this. No, that's the wrong mindset. The 1% of investors outperform everyone because they have patience. Now stick with me. I'll give you an example. This is the S&P 500 from 2009 all the way to 2019. These are all the reasons why anyone should sell. BP oil spill, flash crash, most powerful earthquake ever, the S&P downgrades, US debt, gold peaks, US stocks fall by 20%, taper tantrum, Ebola, US government shutdown, the Dow falls 1,000 points for the first time in history, the US elections, the Nasdaq falls by 4% in one session, the trade wars, government shutdown, US stocks go down for 20 entire months, and yet the S&P 500 during that period went up 495%. There's 1,000,001 reasons to sell, yet asset prices still rise in the long term. Let's have a look at the stablecoin market, and it might surprise you for what you're about to see because Tether has increased its circulation. As you can see here, since October 2022, we've increased and gone straight up into the right. If I zoom in just in this period, we've actually gone further and higher. This is the crypto RSI heat map, and this is the 4 hourly. We are at oversold territory. Now let me show you on the 12 hour, the daily, the weekly, and we are in neutral. Neutral just means there's a stalemate between the bulls and the bears. So typically what we need to see is all of these coins head up higher to the red region of strong and overbought. Strong and overbought in this area actually means that the bulls are in control. If it heads to this green area where it's weak and oversold, it means the bears are in control. XRP, APT, ADA tumble another 15%. Investors may be powering longs ahead of CPI data. Cryptos are bleeding lower Tuesday following yesterday's brutal shakeout. XRP, DOT, Litecoin, Aptos, and Cardano shed 15% over the past 24 hours. The risk-off move could be an anticipation of inflation data coming on Wednesday. Cryptocurrencies could continue this week a decline on Tuesday, with altcoins in a near free fall as BTC slid further from 100,000 US dollars. XRP is currently at $2, and it's not really a massive surprise. I did tell anyone that asked, this is not a good time to buy. You can see right over here. It went down 27%. It's gone down 27% on the weekly. Let's head over and look at the daily. So it's just heading back down. The next area of support is right over here at $1.51. So from the peak all the way down, it would probably, from the peak all the way down, that's a 47% correction. If you want some entry points, this is a good entry, good buy the dip opportunity. If that doesn't hold, then ultimately we're heading to this area right over here. Max pain is probably at the dollar mark. Ultimately, I think XRP is heading higher to my target of $6. ADA is currently at 94 cents, and this definitely wasn't sustainable. I did say this earlier. We just went through every single resistance. To be fair, ADA does this quite often. So what it will do is it will bounce from the lows, and it will have a massive bounce from the lows and then have a meteoric rise just over here. And then it will come back down and slowly form a base. And then again has another meteoric rise and a slow grind bleed, and then a slow bleed lower. That's if this is not altcoin season. If it is altcoin season, then the last time we done this was this period right over here in September 2020. And literally what we just done is just formed bull flags after more bull flags. The strongest rally of ADA was during this period in September 2020, all the way here. And we went up 3,000% in 235 days. Remember back then we had the pandemic, we crashed, came all the way back down, then went back up during this period, formed a double bottom and went up 782%, had a correction, came down. So we could see something similar where we go up a massive, we've already gone up a massive 300%. We could head back down, form a support around here at 64 cents, and then continue our path up higher. The biggest resistance, like I said before, is a dollar mark. Once we break this and make a confirmation above this, then we'll be fine, and then head up to $1.50. Solana is in struggle street, so it might head down to $186. However, I think it's going to reclaim this area and form it as support. Normally, when we have these kind of massive liquidation events, it normally marks the bottom. Once we see it on the headlines, like these news outlets, once we see it, it's probably most likely the bottom. And as I said before, we hit neutral on all of these coins. Coins such as CRO, ETC, Render, Fetch, Filecoin, Arbitrum, and the list goes on. I think we're on the road to recovery, and we're going to recover very shortly, because look at the weekly, we look very oversold. I want to show you Solana on the monthly, which is very interesting. Not a lot of folks have looked and paid attention at. This is the monthly of Solana, and what we need to do is we need to close just above the previous all-time high. Once we do this and we confirm on the monthly in December that we've closed on top of these wicks, that's extremely bullish. Ultimately, I think Solana could get to $500 easily. I don't think that's a big feat for Solana. I think it get to 500 maybe by the end of the year, or by the end of this cycle, shall I say. We could get to $1,800 to $1,000. BTC is currently at $95,000. We didn't break this bullish pennant. I did say multiple times on this channel that we're not going to break it the first time. We're not going to break it the second time or the third time. We're going to break it much later. This resistance has been here, and this target has been here for several years. Everyone was looking at this target. I don't think he's going to break it anytime soon. And we have some news articles talking about BTC, saying BlackRock's BTC ETF drops most in 4 months amid quantum computing FUD. IBTI fell 5.3% on Monday, its biggest drop since early August. This is the share price of IBIT, and it went down because of this FUD. And you know, some of the boomers, they don't really understand quantum computing. Introducing Willow, our new state-of-the-art quantum computing chip with breakthrough that can reduce errors exponentially as we scale up using more quad bits, cracking a 30-year challenge in the field. In benchmark testings, Willow solved a standard computation in less than 5 minutes that will take a leading supercomputer over 10 to 25 years, far beyond the age of the universe. Everyone panicked, and some of the boomers, pension funds, they panicked and they sold. Let's go ahead and ask ChatGPT about quantum computing, about Willow. Here is the answer: why Bitcoin may survive quantum advances. Limited current capabilities. Quantum computers today, including Willow, are in the NISQ phase, meaning noisy intermediate scale quantum era, meaning they lack the scale and error correction to perform tasks like breaking Bitcoin. Time to adapt. Experts estimate that a quantum computer capability of threatening Bitcoin's cryptography may be at least 10 to 15 years away. This gives the Bitcoin network time to transition to a quantum resistant cryptographic algorithm. We got some bad news, some very, very bad news, unfortunately. Microsoft shareholders vote down Bitcoin Treasury proposals. I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. The negative vote was expected even as MicroStrategy Executive Chairman Michael Saylor tried to convince Microsoft shareholders otherwise. Microsoft doesn't appear to be adding its name anytime soon to the list of corporate entities holding BTC after its shareholders voted against a proposal that would have directed the board of directors to study such a move. Ethereum price targets currently at 3,580. We're down 3.66%. We hit this trend line right over here. It's going to hold it as support and then head up higher. I think Ethereum's going to easily get to its previous all-time high, which was at $4,854. From here all the way to here, it's a good long position of 37%. ADA has some room to grow. Any buy the dip opportunities is around 85 cents. If that doesn't hold, then put in some cheeky orders of 74 cents. Solana has gone down from here all the way to here, 23%. We might head to $186. From there, that's a great opportunity to buy the dip. It still hasn't broken structure, and that means we formed a higher low. AVAX is very, very close to its all-time high, its previous all-time high. This is buy the dip opportunity. So any chance you get, you continue to buy the dips here, over here, and over here. Let's have a look at Dodge's RSI. Now, I'm not a big fan of RSIs, honestly, because they are very misleading. However, we have been overbought just over here when we got to around 41 cents. Ever since, we have been forming a divergence. This, ladies and gentlemen, is called a bearish divergence. When the price heads up, the indicator heads down, meaning we're making new higher highs. However, the volatility is making lower lows. So we're most likely going to head back down to this region right over here at 24 cents, form some sort of support, and then head to the oversold area. Tau, one of my favorite coins, I think Tau is going to get to the top 10 on coin market cap. I think this coin is going to do exceptionally well. We went up massively anyway, from around 30 cents, from around $30 all the way to $600, $700. I think we're going to break all-time highs, made a double top, but we could see a larger correction. We could see something like this where we head back down. I'll be honest with you. I'll be 110% honest. This needs to head over here. Okay. The lower we go down, then it means we're just seeing a altcoin rally, which is a bad indication. If you look back in time in January, that was an altcoin rally. We went all the way there. We couldn't hold it. And then we came all the way back down. This could be an altcoin rally, and then we could see another bleed, because remember last time, this was in January, if I can show you correctly, this was in March, and then it went down all the way down 78%. That's massive. So if this is not altcoin season, ladies and gentlemen, and it's just a rally, we could head back down. DOT price targets, next area support and buy the dip opportunity is at $6.50. Link, next area of support is right over here. This trend line right over here, and this one major support. So around $17, that's a great entry point. Mantle has gone to this trend line and is trying to reclaim this trend line right over here. most likely we're heading to this trend line, hopefully form it as support. If not, we're going to head back down this area right over here at 80 cents. Stacks, this is major support right over here. We didn't go up massively like the rest of the other market or the other coins. We went up so far 114%. Phantom is a great buy, and we broken this area. This previous March high was a altcoin rally. We successfully breached it, broke it, and now we're heading back to this support at 93 cents. I can definitely see Phantom get to $7, $8 in the next bull. BVM, I told you, look, I made this, wallahi, I made this how long ago? I made this around May, 6 or 7 months ago. I made this. Wallahi, I didn't change it. Wallahi, this is stayed like this. It stayed like this, and it's hit my area of accumulation, and now it's gonna go and make a recovery because it's gone down 97%. And I said the best risk to reward is for it to go down to 97%. I even remember big YouTubers, big Twitter influencers. What's his name again? Hakasa, I forgot. Big YouTubers, big influencers were saying that this thing is going to go up higher. I said it's going down all the way to my area of accumulation. We hit this area right over here. EGIN is currently at $4, and we had a massive reversal, huge reversal from here all the way to here. It was dead and buried, and I did say that this is a good area to buy. I think our next area to buy is right over here. We're going to reclaim this area, hit this as support, and head up higher. This is a very good area to buy, to be fair. That's it for now. Join our private members. It's just a click away. Trust me, you won't regret it. Peace.